You're just seeing a clip from the Hereafter, and we have the creative team here, Vinnie Favale and Frankie Keane. By the way, do you mind if I say that Vinnie Favale is Vice President of CBS Late Night Programming on the East Coast? Is
you
that
just
true?
said it. Oh my God, I can't stop you. Yes.
I that.
Yeah, well,
She
don't mind if I do that. Right?
Yes, I am that East Coast.
Frankie, you were right in there.
Pardon?
You were in there too?
Yeah.
You're not just part of the creative team, you're in it.
I'm in it, yeah.
What is Hereafter?
What is Hereafter? Oh my God. Vinnie, you tackle this one.
What is it?
It's about 2 hours long. No, it's a beautiful show that takes place one afternoon. Three women trying to reconcile losses in their lives are kind of like they're lost. You know, religion's not doing it for them. They've been on these various journeys to try to get the answers, and they find themselves at the home of a psychic, putting all their hopes and dreams on that one guy.
And the inspiration for it comes from?
It comes from both of our losses, actually. I had met Vinnie via phone, and we ended up on the phone for what, about 3 hours.
I found Frankie on Backstage.com because I was looking for. I had the rough version of this idea, and I was looking for singers and actors. I didn't think I was looking for a partner. I thought I was going to do this on my own. And
Tell them how you narrowed it down.
I narrowed it down to, my criteria was, here I am, I live and work, I work in New York, I have nothing but major talent available to me, and to me it had to be Jersey. It was like, it had to be Jersey because I needed it to work with my commute. So I discounted the complete pool of talent, but Frankie was one of the people that came up, and it was an instant connection because I didn't know when I called her that she had lost her mom when she was a young girl, and she had lost 2 siblings.
And you had
I had lost 2 siblings when I was younger, and my dad had recently passed away. But
and this young man, DJ
Wheeler, was a complete stranger.
Tell everyone who that is.
DJ Wheeler died in 2003. Middletown, New Jersey. I didn't know him. I read about it in the paper. It's that sad story you read
that a
about.
Picture of DJ? Wow.
There's DJ, who now I've since become close. That's his mom, Joanna. I read in the paper that the car he was in lost control. He was a passenger, hit a tree. Everyone walked away except for DJ. Didn't know him at the time, but I drove by the tree the next day. I just happened to be in the neighborhood. And it was like, and the memorial's still there, the roadside memorial. You see it all the time, and it just rekindled a lot of my losses because he left behind 2 sisters, and I was relating to it more in a sibling kind of a loss as opposed to relating to his mom, and it just triggered a song. I wrote a song called 19, which is still in the show. It survived all the changes, and so I just had this rough idea, and when I met Frankie, she responded to the material so powerfully in a way that I was like, wow, this. I told my wife, I was like, this is amazing. I'm looking forward to working with her. We started working on the music, and she had so many ideas. I'm like, oh.
What did you respond to?
You know, it's funny because Vinnie is not a musician, and yet he comes up with such amazing stuff, and he kind of let me, you know, use all the voices in my head, and there's several, so I got to really explore and arrange the songs the way I heard them, and he liked it.
Loved it.
Loved it, thank you. And so it was a very cathartic experience in so many ways because I got to use my gifts to really do something that I had never done. I've done musical theater, but I didn't come to New York to do musical theater. And so I really learned so much about, you know, the craft of really creating and making a song, you know, something that... And
telling a story. I mean, that's the other...
Is the story Hereafter all about grief? Is it all about death?
No.
It's actually, I would say it's more about life. It's
How
more...
so?
Well, you know, when these women go to see the medium, their lives have stopped because they are unable to move on in their life because of their loss.
Stuck?
They're stuck.
They're absolutely stuck. And so are the spirits.
Yeah.
The great thing about the show is what mitigates what sounds like could be a sad show is the fact that the audience sees the spirits. The spirits materialize in a very logical, organical way through a flashback. So there's a mother who's lost her son 30 years ago, and she talks about him, and then, you know, the flashback, and he's in his room, and they have a wonderful conversation. You see the mom in happier times. And then when the flashback ends, real time picks up the action, and the spirit lingers, and only the audience sees them. So you see this person who's dead, he's full of life. And they're all stuck, and you discover the spirits are stuck too.
In fact, I got to ask you something. You're performing in front of these audiences every night at the Snapple Theater.
Right.
Yes.
Located at?
Broadway and 50th.
Not a bad location.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you see in those audiences every night?
Yeah, that's such what a question. I see so many things. I see a lot of men. Actually, women are a lot more in touch with their emotions. They're okay in that kind of a forum to be expressive with how they feel. Men generally try and remain the strong one, and I see men literally lose it. Like they are holding back, and then I see them finally just give in. And it's
So
really
what?
powerful.
What are they giving into?
They're giving into, I think, a lot of emotional needs that society doesn't necessarily embrace a man crying in public.
What are they reacting to?
I think they're reacting to,
the big moment in the show
the big
when-
moment in the show, but they're also, I think it taps into personal loss for everyone, not just men, but personal loss for everybody.
Which we all have.
Yeah, everybody has it. I mean,
Even
well,
if it's a friend who's not passed, someone that you haven't talked to in a long time,
Sure.
an estrangement.
Vinnie, we all, because I know this about you only by reading about you, and I've also been a fan of yours for your other life that you don't talk about much. Your relationship with, what's the guy's name?
Howard
calls
Stern.
himself the king of
all media.
He still is.
Yes, he
always
still
will
is,
be.
actually. Yeah.
The Muhammad Ali of the media. You are obsessed in a healthy way about the afterlife. You think about it, you talk about it a lot. My question, do you think we're all looking for, most of us are looking for a way to deal with it?
Yes. And sometimes death takes a holiday in our lives. Like
Holiday.
It's a wonderful thought, sentiment. Like when I hadn't experienced death in a long time, like my brother's, the last significant death in my family before I wrote the show was 1970. It felt like my world was ending when I lost my brothers, right? That was like 1977, right? So now you have like a good 20 years of passing. It's like, okay, we're kind of figuring out our way, how to get through. And then my mother-in-law passed, which was a big moment in my life because here a woman I love just lost her mom. I mean, I was sad for myself, I was sad for her. And then, oh, it's back again, you know? So I think we think about it, but we tuck it in the back of our memory bank. And then it comes back, you know, 9/11 was this collective, like, that was the one time I actually felt that the people in my life that had passed were the lucky ones. I just felt like such horror. It felt like I was so thankful that my brothers didn't see that because I was scared.
So in some way, we're about to show a clip from you that really brings back memories. With all the loss that we experience and the loss that we'll continue to experience, not to mention our fear of our own death.
Right.
And anticipation of what that may be like and all the issues that we deal with that. For you, what has this done for you, given the loss that you've had? You lost your mom.
I lost well, God, I've lost 3 moms and 2 brothers. I mean, I've always had a strong faith, so I've never, you know, I feel pretty confident that when I die, I know where I'm going, hopefully.
Your faith matters.
Oh, absolutely. My faith is the keystone of my life. So I have absolutely no question where I'm going. And, you know, frankly, I mean, this is going to sound very strange, but, you know, I feel that when I die, from whatever it's going to be an interesting journey because you think of, I think we're here all to make a difference. We're here to learn, we're here to give, we're here to experience life in the good, the bad, the ugly. And no matter how you go, even if it's a painful death, it's still an honorable one. You know, it's still a way to go and leave this planet. You know, I didn't ask to be here, but I'm here, so let's make it a better place while you're here.
You're not super afraid?
No.
Keeps me up at night.
Exactly.
Talking like this scares the hell out of me.
By the way, you want to see something else that'll keep you up at night?
What? Sorry.
Georgette, you want to do this?
Oh no, this is my
Let's
life.
take
All right, what's the year? Do you know the year or it doesn't even matter? Early 90s?
82.
1982,
Oh, this.
Vinnie Favale, David Letterman. I don't know what he's a guest. I don't know how they ever let him to do late night at CBS after this. Vinnie Favale, 1982, David Letterman. Go with the clip.
Actually, I don't play guitar. I just brought it for respect. It makes me look sensitive. I don't know an E string from a G string. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3. If there's
anything that you want. If there's anything we can do, just call on us and we'll send it along with love from us to you.
Oh my God! Oh my
Vinnie,
God!
I just have one question. How badly did you want to be on TV?
Actually, that
Would you
was.
have done anything to be on TV?
I'm not Lucy.
What is that?
You know, the standard was very low. Late night back then. Well, don't forget, Dave had just started. It was a 12:30 show, and it was actually a parody of talent shows. And
Don't
clearly,
even
I was a
explain
parody.
it. We're going to ask you something. Late night's changing on CBS a lot, right? Dave's
gonna
gone.
be huge.
Who's the guy coming in?
Stephen Colbert.
The best.
Or will be Colbert.
And the other guy leaving is Ferguson?
Well, we got James Corden replacing Ferguson. James Corden.
Who's the other guy coming in?
James Corden.
You didn't ask me, but that's all right. I got to ask you this. We're doing a series on leadership.
Yes.
We're asking leaders like yourself, the number one leadership lesson you've learned in all your years in business is
listen to the people around you, because sometimes they have better ideas than you have. Don't be insecure, and lead by example, but also you could lead by following.
Love that. Do you mind if we plug the Hereafter?
Yes.
Where's it playing again?
Snapple Theater. Come on.
Snapple Theater, 50th and Broadway.
Sell it, Frankie.
On Broadway. We are on Broadway, literally.
What are you in the Catskills?
Hereafter Musical.
Sell it, Frankie.
Hereaftermusical.com.
We got to go Bob Fosse jazz hands. So, okay.
Hereaftermusical.com will answer all of your questions.
So, hereafter.com, answer all the...
Hereaftermusical.com.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jeez. Whoa. The Hereaftermusical.com.
It's going to get ugly.
Okay, listen, wish you nothing but the best.
Thank
I want to thank you that you are so proud and so calm about dying, that you stay up at night thinking about it, and your play is going to help everyone deal with it.
I think so.
Except Vinnie Favale. He still freaks out.
Physician, heal thyself.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys are great.
Pleasure. Thank you so
This
much.
was fun.
This was a
great.
lot of
Thank
fun.
you.
One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation, celebrating over 25 years of broadcast excellence. Funding for this edition of One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been provided by Virtua, Bloomfield College, PSE&G, Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey, Cohn Resnick, Fedway Associates, and by the law firm of Gibbons, P.C. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area.